Hey friends, it is Jenna, what is up, and welcome back to the Board Game Garden, and welcome to, finally, my Pax Unplugged haul, which I will say it's been over a week since I've gotten home from Pax Unplugged. It was an amazing trip, and if you guys want to go and check out what I got up to, what games I played, and different things like that, I do have the vlog already up, so definitely go and check that out. We got Tippy Tappies up in the house because Walter's walking around, but this is going to be a chill video. Jenna's not going to care about background noise, but yeah, I'm excited to show you guys all of the games that I either purchased or I got gifted from publishers. I will let you guys know which ones were gifted, which ones I purchased myself. Without further ado, let's get into this video. Oh, I also will be showing you some games I received from friends for my birthday because it was my birthday on December 4th. It was the Monday of Pax Unplugged, so the day that we actually left, we celebrated my birthday, which technically we celebrated my birthday on Sunday night, and then we all kind of like left on Monday morning on my birthday. So yeah. Anyways, without further ado, if you guys want to see all of the games that I got from Pax Unplugged, then just keep on watching. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy. Also hit that subscribe button down below if you've yet to do so. We'd love to have you here in the garden. Comment down below if you went to Pax Unplugged, if there was any games that you purchased. If you didn't go to Pax Unplugged, just let me know. Is there any games that you purchased recently that you are excited to get into? But yeah, let's get into this video, shall we? All right, so I have all of these divvied up into the days that I got them. So we're gonna start off with Friday, move into Saturday, and then to Sunday, and then I will show you guys a few things that I got after the fact. But for Friday, let's start with this game, because this was the one that I think I picked up first, or got gifted first. This was a game called Stool Pigeon, which this is from the publisher Barrel Aged Games, I believe. Yes. And this looks like a very fun game. I got like a quick little bit of an overview for it. It is for 2 to 6 players, and it is 5 minutes to learn, 7 minutes to play. So it's a really quick card game. It kind of gave me the vibes of Nana or Trio. I don't know why. I think it's because like everybody has cards in front of them, like face down, and like you're flipping up the other player's cards and kind of trying to remember what cards are where. I don't know, I got like a quick, not even like an overview like for me, it was just like I was standing behind and like watching. But yeah, they ended up gifting me this copy of Stool Pigeon. I also got this little add-on here, Stool Sample, 84% genuine stool sample. So funny. I love like just a card game for people that love pigeons and hate their friends. I love that. So yes, that is everything there. I'm excited to learn this one and teach it and play it. So that is Stool Pigeon. I believe next up I picked up these things. I did purchase these myself. So these are some things from MeepleSource, which MeepleSource is kind of like together with Stonemaier Games. They have a booth together typically at different conventions, and I have never purchased anything from MeepleSource. They are like board game add-ons, board game upgrades, and I've been wanting to get board game upgrades for a while. I'm actually hoping in the future, in 2024, I really want to start a like board game upgrade kind of series where I take games that I know are going to be in my collection for a long time, games that I absolutely love, and I want to upgrade them and organize them and just make them really, really deluxe-fied and beautiful. So yeah, that is what I'm thinking about doing in the near future as a series. But I do think I'm going to leave this one out. I actually have something for a friend, and I don't know if she watches this channel, so I'm just gonna push that off to the side. Just know that I purchased a little something for a friend that I do not want to show, but it was from MeepleSource. But anyways, I did purchase 2 upgrade packs for 2 different games that I absolutely love. The first one, I got some real nice, fancy components for Lost Ruins of Arnak. I got the upgraded coins as well as compasses. They had 2 different versions of these. One was like more wooden pieces for these. So you had the compasses and the coins in like a wooden upgrade, but these ones are actually like a plastic, and the compasses are actually like 3D in a way, and honestly, so is the coins as well. They have like divots and stuff. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see these at all, but oh my goodness, you probably will not be able to see those because it's gonna focus on my face and fall off my hand, but they are absolutely gorgeous. Actually, they look like they're 3D printed. I can actually see like the filament lines, but oh, I'm so excited for these. They are absolutely amazing. It is a pack of 54 piece, so it looks like there are 27 of each of them, 27 compasses, 27 coins, and they were $33 American, so a little bit more Canadian. These are definitely things that are a little more expensive, a little more pricey, but I really, really wanted to upgrade a few of my games. So yeah, got the coins and compasses for Lost Ruins of Arnak. And then I also grabbed these meeples for Concordia. So these are, actually, I think it includes the things for Venus and Salsa. Oh no, I don't have either of those. I probably could have found a smaller pack that didn't include Venus and Salsa, but this is for Concordia. I absolutely love Concordia. It is one of my favorite games still. I really need to play Concordia again. If not multiplayer, then solo, because I have the solo expansion. But this one includes 114 pieces, and it has all of the different resources for Concordia. So you have the brick, the food, the wine, the cloth, as well as the anvil. And then because it includes Salsa and Venus, I think there's the sugar? It's like the white powder. I don't know what it is. I think it's sugar or flour or something like that. But it's not what you think it is. Some sort of white powder. Anyways, I picked up those. That is $42 American, so a little bit more Canadian for those. But yeah, I'm very, very happy that I picked up some stuff for some of my favorite games. Moving on to the next one. I kind of forget which kind of order I got these in, but I'm just gonna grab them. It doesn't really matter what order. But I did visit the Oink booth, and this was really the only one that I knew I wanted to get. I actually included this on my list of the 10 things that I was excited about for PAX, which I'll put that video up here if you guys haven't gone and seen it. But Town 77 has been an Oink game that I've wanted to grab for a while. It has a solo mode, which I don't think a lot of Oink games have solo modes. So this one, I was like, I know I want to get it because it has a solo mode. It is just very fun, puzzly game. I've seen Jeff and Jamie from Foster the Meeple play Town 66, which this one is pretty much the same thing. And yeah, it just looks like a fun kind of Sudoku-esque where you can't have the same shape or color in the same row or column kind of puzzly game, and I just love that. So I ended up picking up Town 77, but I am regretting not picking up, they had two new ones. One specifically I wanted to grab, which was, I completely forget what it's called, but I'll put a picture of it here. This was a little bit of like a, not dexterity game, but you had like different objects in your hand, and you had to flip over a card, and then it's kind of a race to see who could drop that item from their hand, and you couldn't use your other hand, so you kind of have to dexterily, don't know if that's a word, kind of shift the items in your hand and then drop the one that is on the card. So I am a little bit regretting my decision not to get that one because it sounds very fun. And then also I heard good things about Masked Men from Jeff and Jamie from Foster the Meeples. So yeah, I will also include Jeff and Jamie down below. If you guys have not gone and followed Foster the Meeple yet, what are you doing? Come on. But yeah, I will probably end up, if I go to my friendly local game store, J&J's, they usually have a lot of the Oink games, so maybe I will pick them up there. But yeah, I grabbed Town 77. Moving on to another game from a publisher that I'd never heard of before, Pax Unplugged, and they actually reached out to me before Pax Unplugged and said, hey, we'd love for you to, visit our booth, pass by, and we'd love to show you our games. And their games are very interesting because they're not super like board games. They're very conversational and like very just like, talking amongst the people at the table kind of board games, which I absolutely love. And the publisher is called Rabble, and they have a bunch of different board games. I actually got sent some more, so I'll show you guys those after, but this is the only one that I got from Pax Unplugged. This is called Sparks, and it is a conversation game inspired by late nights under the stars. It is for 2 to 8 players and plays in about 45 minutes, and I'm very excited for this one because it kind of has different constellations and stuff, and is talking about past, present, and future and things like that. And me being a fan of like constellations and like spirituality and stuff, I really, really love the sound of this one. So I'm excited for this one. Also, the cards are absolutely beautiful. I'll show you guys one of the cards if I can. They are all foiled and I'm like obsessed. See? I don't know if you guys will be able to see the foil on those, but I just love the look of their games. It's very, like I said, modern, simplistic, and I really love games that just make you, you know, have conversations. But yeah, they did gift me with Sparks, like I said. Excited to play that one. And then they did send over some more. These are a few more of their games. We have Sync, which is absolutely gorgeous as well. It's like pink and rose gold foil. Ooh, I love it. And this one is a party game about merging minds. Love that. You also have, I believe this is most likely their first game, and it is called Rabble, which that is what the publisher's name is as well. So I'm assuming that's what started the publishing company. And this is a party game that keeps you guessing. And it is for 4 to 20 plus players. So I'm pretty sure you can play this with as many people as you want. And it plays in 30 to 45 minutes. Sync plays 2 to 8 players and plays in 20 minutes. And then lastly, we have this game right here, which this one I am super excited about. When George actually explained this one to me, it sounded like so much fun. Basically, it is a social deduction game for 5 to 10 players where you are kind of on like a Finding Love reality TV show, which I love watching those. They're like my guilty pleasure shows. But this one says a game about finding love on reality TV, and George explained it to us, and even my friend Aiden as well thought that this was very, very cool, and he's very excited to play it as well. But yeah, I'm typically not like a huge fan of social deduction games, but there's something about this one and kind of like pretending like you're on reality TV. It just sounds like so much fun to me. So I'm excited for this one. Yeah, you guys will see this one more on the channel. I do think I'm going to be doing a preview for this one because this one is not out yet. It is actually coming to Kickstarter in 2024. So yeah, excited for that one. And overall, just super excited about all of these games from Rabble. So huge thank you to Rabble for all of those. So I knew on the first day that I wanted to visit a specific booth because I was just so excited to buy more of their games. They did actually reach out to me before the con as well and asked if there were any games that I wanted and set aside a few for me. So huge thank you to them. That is Button Shy. Thank you, thank you. Long specifically, thank you so much for reaching out and gifting me with those. But I did purchase some more as well and ended up coming home with 10 different Button Shy games that I am so excited about. I don't remember exactly which ones were gifted, which ones weren't, but I think about half of them were gifted and half of them were purchased. Oh, I also did purchase a Button Shy t-shirt. It's like a gray one with the Button Shy logo on the front, which you guys will most likely see in videos, but I think it's in the laundry right now. But anyways, the 5 I believe that I were gifted or was gifted was Tussie Mussie. Tussie Mussie is one Button Shy game that I'm surprised I hadn't had until this point. I also did get gifted. A huge thank you to my friend Steph because she actually printed out Tussie Mussie for me along with all of the expansions. I really appreciate that. So I do have that one up there in a little drawstring bag, but I do now have like the actual just base game of Tussie Mussie here. I also did get gifted Ancient Realm, which was one that I actually learned from Alex at Board Game Co. when we were in Nashville, and I really enjoyed it, so I'm happy to have that one. I also got taught briefly how to play this one in Nashville as well, so I really wanted to get my hands on this one, and that is Numpsters, which, fun fact, I'm pretty sure Long mentioned that this was possibly the only copy of Numpsters at Pax Unplugged, and he was keeping it very safe for me. So huge thank you, Long, for that, because I am so excited for Numpsters. So that is another one that I was gifted. Also, we have here At the Helm, which I believe is a solo-only kind of like RPG-esque game. RPG, because I'm pretty sure this is like pirate-themed. Good joke, Jenna. And then we also have here the Family Dinner, which is a 2 to 6 player. I believe Jamie actually mentioned that this is a little bit of like a role-playing game as well, which I'm excited about. So that one was also gifted to me. So those were the 5 that I got gifted. And then I also additionally picked up a few other ones. The first one is the Royal Limited, which I'm not 100% sure if it is a solo only game. So this is a solo only game from Scott Elms, and I believe this is one of their newer games, so I'm excited about that one. I also picked up Skulls of Sedlec, which I've heard is an amazing game. It plays 2 to 3 players, so excited to jump into that one. We also have Stew, which looks just very fun. It's food related. There's a card here that says garlic. Obviously, I had to pick this one up. I don't know how many players it plays. It plays 2 to 4 players. So that one I'm excited to learn and play because I'm just a huge fan of food-themed games apparently these days. And then I also picked up Fishing Lessons. I think Jamie played it on a live stream one time. It is a solo-only game from Scott Elms as well, and it just looks very, very fun. So I picked up that one. And then lastly, this one I actually played a few times at PAX because it is so much fun and so easy to get to the table, so easy to teach. That is In Vino Morte. So I actually ended up picking this one up a little bit later on in the con because we played it with Tyler and Ilya from Kavre, as well as Mackenzie and Jonathan from Terradice Games. I will link their channels down below if you guys have not checked them out yet. But yeah, we played that one with them, this one with them, and immediately was like, yeah, we need to pick this one up tomorrow because we absolutely loved it. So those were all of the Button Shy games that I picked up. I now officially have 15 Button Shy games. I'm so, so excited. I kind of want to try to find like a new way to store my Button Shy games because I currently just have them stacked on my TV stand. So I kind of want to find a new way to like store these and then I'll like show you guys or something. I don't know, but I'm so excited for those. But yes, that was from Button Shy. I do also want to show you guys this, which kind of reminded me a little bit of a Button Shy game, and I thought it was so, so cute. This I actually got on Thursday when I went to the KTBG like PR event or creator event, whatever it was called. They were actually giving these out, and they are a smaller, more condensed version of a game that is coming next year, and that is a game called Cafe Barras. Which is like capybaras or whatever the little rodents are called. Actually, I believe they are the largest rodents in the world, capybaras. But anyways, it is capybaras running freaking cafes, which is like literally the best theme for me ever. I love coffee. I love cute critters. I am very, very excited for this one. It is designed by Roberta Taylor, which is the same designer as Creature Comforts. And I believe she also designed the new like Hello Kitty game as well, which I was kind of tempted to back because I really do love Creature Comforts. But anyways, this is a little like micro version of Cafe Barras. So yeah, we got that on Thursday. I don't know exactly how it plays, but she did give us like a quick rundown of it, and it does look very, very fun. So I grabbed that, or got gifted that. Thank you to KTBG for that. And then lastly for Friday, we did end up, Francis and I, we ended up going out for dinner with Devin from Devin Talks Tabletop, as well as Jeff and Jamie from Foster the Meeple. And we had a reservation at a ramen restaurant, but we had to wait a little bit. So we ended up going to a game cafe a little bit down the street, and they had a shop. So I ended up grabbing one game from there. And this is a game that I've wanted for a while. I've played it with my friends Steph, Kat, and Kyle, and that is Enchanted Plumes, which this is a multiplayer game, but, oh, this is unfortunate. There's a little hole in the back. But I do believe there is an official solo mode made by the designers. So I'm excited to check out the solo mode. I'm also just excited to play this with more people because I've been just a huge fan of small box card games recently. So this is one that I really enjoyed, and I'm excited to play it. All right, so that was everything for Friday. I'm gonna try to get through more of these games quicker because I feel like this video is already gonna be like crazy long. But I'm not gonna do these or try to do these in order. I guess I should do this one first because this is one that I played on Saturday morning. But that is River Valley Glassworks from allplay. This one I actually signed up for a demo of it, and then they actually gifted this copy to me after the fact. And you guys would have seen that on the vlog. River Valley Glassworks is actually a game coming to crowdfunding in 2024 from allplay, so I'm really, really excited about it. I genuinely enjoyed this one so, so much. It is a wonderful puzzly game that I'm excited to show you guys. It's for 1 to 5 players, so there is a solo mode in it, and I really enjoyed playing that on Saturday morning. Huge thank you to allplay for gifting me with this prototype copy. I'm very excited. I also went to the allplay booth myself and picked up one game myself. I did purchase this one myself. This is Mori. So this was one of the 4 trick-taking games that they had a like Kickstarter campaign for. They usually do their games in groups of either 3 or 4, and this specific campaign was for 4 small box trick-taking games, and this one really grasped my attention. This is Mori. It is absolutely beautiful Beth Sobel art with like flowers and a skull. I ended up getting the like upgraded tokens as well for it, and I'm very excited for this one. It's 3 to 5 players, and it says play a season card to set the suit. Each suit is trumped by the season following it. Oh, and then win tricks to take dice which break the rules. So cool. I love the like integration of trick taking with dice, which there was another game called Nakosu Dice, which was one that I was really excited about that was released at or just available at Essen. I do believe that it is an older game, but I would love to get my hands on Nakosu Dice at some point. I saw it on Monique and Naveen's channel a while back as well, and they seem to like it too. So yes, I ended up picking up Mori. And then moving on, I did pick up this, which I was hoping eventually to get Nana, which is actually the game that this one is pretty much like identical to, but Nana is not available in North America. It is only available in Asia, and it is just very hard to get here in Canada. So I was like, I'm just gonna give up on trying to get Nana. My friend Steph, her sister actually went to Japan and got her a copy there, so I was very jealous. But honestly, I love the gameplay of Nana so much that I was okay to grab Trio, which is the identical game, just different art from a different publisher, and they are pretty much just taking over that here in North America. And we've played it multiple times already with Francis's parents and with friends, and I just freaking love this game so much. So I'm okay with it not being specifically Nana. So we have Trio there that I picked up myself. I also went over to the KTBG booth, and I picked this one up myself as well. I've been wanting to try Diced Veggies for a very long time, and they had a few more copies left on Saturday. I don't know if they had any in the back, but there wasn't too many left of these on the table, so I was like, shoot, I better pick this up now or I'm not going to be able to get a copy. But I've been wanting Diced Veggies for a really long time. Again, I've already played this a few times since getting it back from Pax Unplugged, and I love this game. It's a very simple game. You are pretty much just cutting off a chunk of dice to use for different recipes, and you're cooking those recipes and then grabbing a new card on your turn. That is literally your turn. It's very simple, but it is so, so much fun and really uses dice in a unique way, which I absolutely love. So picked up Diced Veggies, and then funny thing is I think I was at like a meeting or something possibly, and I came back to the group, which I think Francis was with some other people, and Francis ended up picking up a game, which I guess they demoed quickly and then he really enjoyed, so we ended up picking it up. And we actually played this on Saturday night with a few people. I think we played with Jeff and Jamie from Foster the Meeple, as well as Sam from Lord of the Board. I will have his channel linked down below as well. But we played this game right here, which is called By the Vote. It is a secret bidding game, which honestly was very fun. I'm not a huge fan of the whole, like, I don't even know, trying to win the presidency in just 15 minutes. I'm not a huge fan of the theme, but overall, it was a very fun game. Really enjoy the secret bidding type mechanics, so I was happy actually that Francis picked this one up. And that is from Cozy's Games, which I think is the cutest publisher name. But yeah, Francis picked that one up. I'm gonna see if I can move these up so you guys can't see them. There we go. And then next up, we actually ended up going and visiting the CGE kind of booth. They actually have like their own separate room, and we wanted to go check it out because specifically my friend Aiden and I really wanted to pick up a game, which I ended up meeting, I believe it was Nathan, as well as, I think his name was Tony, possibly, correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, we ended up talking with them, and they did gift me a few games, so a huge thank you to them. Specifically, Aiden and I really wanted to pick up Spicy, which Spicy is a bluffing game, which I am typically not into bluffing games, but this one is so much freaking fun. It is absolutely beautiful, and I believe they're like publishing it now, or like their partner company is publishing this now, so that's really exciting. I've been really wanting to grab Spicy ever since I tried it. They also have one called Sweet and Spicy as well, I believe, that I think is pretty much the same. It just has slightly different art, but the art in this one I absolutely love. It also has like foiled cards and stuff, so very excited about that one. Again, thank you so much for gifting that. And then I also got gifted a copy of Under Falling Skies, which this is a solo only game from CGE that I've been wanting to try for such a long time. So I am so excited that they gifted this to me. Huge thank you to them. I will definitely be showing this on the channel. I will most likely do a live stream of this one because I'm excited for it. It actually has a lot of like dice manipulation and stuff, so excited for that. But I do want to mention that I don't know why I didn't pick up the new expansion for Lost Ruins of Arnak. We literally saw it there. Francis literally picked it up on the vlog, and I'm like, why didn't I end up grabbing that? I think I just like didn't want to ask for too many things, but yeah, I will most likely pick up the Missing Expedition, I think is what it's called. I will probably pick that up at some point. But yeah, that was everything from CGE. And then lastly for Saturday, I did go to the Folded Space booth, and one of the guys there actually recognized me and said he was a huge fan. We actually ended up getting a picture. So I do apologize, I forget what your name was. I met so many people there and I'm so bad with names, but you know who you are. Thank you so much for saying hello and chatting with me. But yeah, anyways, he actually knew Francis too, which was pretty cool. But they ended up actually gifting me with one Folded Space insert, and that was for Cascadia along with the Landmarks expansion. So this actually allows so that Cascadia and the Landmarks expansion can fit into one box, which is really exciting. And this is actually one of their like colored ones. So I don't know if you guys can see, but the insert is actually like art covered, which I think is very cool. It's absolutely gorgeous with like a rainbow like coloring on it. I am so excited to use this. Like I mentioned with the Deluxify components, I really want to do a series on the channel of Deluxifying some of my favorite games. So I got this to be featured in one of those videos. I will obviously be doing one on Cascadia in the Landmarks expansion. So spoiler there, but yes, huge thank you, Folded Space for gifting me with that. But that is everything for Saturday. All right, so quickly moving on to Sunday. Sunday was actually a day that I got quite a few larger games and larger things. One, because I got a few larger game review copies. I also got a very surprising and nice gift from friends on Sunday night. And also one other thing that I will explain in a second. But let's just get started with this one right here. This was a game from Fowers Games. They did gift this one to me, so a huge thank you to them. A huge thank you to Sky. It was really nice to meet you. But this is Run, which is one of the newer games from Fowers Games, and it is a 2-player only head-to-head like hide-and-seek type game where your board is actually hidden from the other player. I believe you're playing as 2 different people. You are either playing as the runner or you're playing as the dispatch. And it's this very like asymmetrical hide and seek type game. It gave me very much like Battleship type vibes. They also gave me some additional maps. So one side is Barcelona and then the other side is Copenhagen. So I guess you get some more maps in the box, but these are some additional ones. So yeah, I'm very excited about that one. Francis is also excited to check that one out too. And then also on Sunday, I did have a meeting with Bree from Arcane Wonders. Huge thank you, Bree. You're wonderful. It was so nice to see you again. I met Bree for the first time at Gen Con, and she is just so wonderful. But yes, I got 2 different review copies from Arcane Wonders. The first one I'm actually genuinely very interested in. This one I had never heard of before she showed it to me. This is from Arcane Wonders and is called Dubious. And I actually ended up going and watching, I think Paula Deming did a playthrough of this with some of her friends, and it looks like so much fun. It is kind of similar to like a Dixit, but instead of guessing cards, you are guessing through like role-playing, which I think is very cool. If you find the correct group for this, I think this will be very fun. It's for 3 to 6 players, and it just sounds very interesting and very different from something that I have played before. So I'm excited for this one. And yes, huge thank you to Arcane Wonders for that. And then the second game that I got from Arcane Wonders is actually a game that I included in my top 10 things that I'm excited about at PAX. And I didn't think I was able to, or I was going to be able to bring home a review copy of this because they said they didn't have any. But I guess on Sunday when I went to my meeting, Bree got the okay to give out a few review copies of this, and I was lucky enough to be one of the people that got it. Penny is whining. But anyways, the game that I ended up grabbing was, or being gifted, sorry, is World Wonders, which I think this one is probably the one that I'm most excited to learn and get played because I have been wanting to play this for a very long time since I saw it at Gen Con. This is a polyomino style game, which I absolutely love, and I've heard a lot of good things about it. So huge thank you to Arcane Wonders for gifting me this copy of World Wonders. Very excited to get this one to the table. I will most likely maybe get it to the table today or maybe this weekend. We will see. Does this actually have a solo mode? I wonder if it does. Oh, it does. 1 to 5 players. Ooh, I'm stoked. Okay. All right. So the next thing is not a board game, but it is something that is board game related and something that I, again, had on my list of 10 things that I was excited about for PAX. I ended up getting it for myself. I was actually surprised because it wasn't as expensive as I thought it was going to be, but that's probably because it was in US and not Canadian. But that is a board game bag. So I ended up grabbing a board game bag for myself. This is something that I've wanted for a while. I bring my board games to board game night in this like cheap, I don't even know, like container with no lid, and I explained it in that video, but I basically had to like cover my board games in a garbage bag if I ever went to a board game night and it was snowing or raining. So I'm really happy to have this now. I grabbed it in the green color. I might actually at some point grab some like fabric markers and like draw some like flowers and stuff on here. I think it'd be very cute. But this one specifically has allplay on it. So this is a newer one, which is exciting. Some of them still have board game tables on it. So mine is actually an allplay one, which is nice. And yeah, I was very excited to grab that. And then shortly after I grabbed that, across from the allplay booth was this very fun, exciting booth that was doing like a bundle of games where basically you would pay $60 US, that's about $75, $80 Canadian, for 3 different games that you got to choose. So you had 2 different options for a large game, 2 different options for a medium game, and then 2 different options for a small game. And then you also got a mystery game that came out. And when I was like repacking my games that I purchased on Sunday into my board game bag, we saw a guy actually putting in all of the games that he got from this booth with his like random selection thing. And he actually, for his random game, got Blood Rage. Oh my goodness, I was so jealous. I want Blood Rage so bad. But he actually got Blood Rage for his random game. So I'm like, oh my goodness, come on. Like, I would love that. I tried not to get my hopes up too much because it's very rare that someone else would get a random game that was the same, but I was hoping, but didn't end up happening. So Aiden and I actually ended up going over to that booth and doing this fun little packaged deal, which honestly, getting 4 different games for $60, $80 Canadian And even if I like don't get to all of these, I can actually sell a few of them to make a little bit of my money back. So I feel like it was a good deal. So we ended up doing it. It was actually for charity as well, for Toys for Tots. So at least the money went to something good. And it was just fun to like buy that, pick out the 3 games that I wanted, and then also get that mystery game. So the small game that I chose, there was, like I said, 2 options that you could choose from. I ended up getting this one just because I loved the sound of it and the looks of the theme. But this one actually ended up being a huge hit. Aiden and I actually learned it and played it on Sunday, and that is Trifecta Fancy Dancing, which I've never heard of this game before, but I am so happy that I ended up getting this because I loved this game. It is for 1 to 2 players, so it is solo or 2 players, which is super exciting, and I just loved it. It was a little bit of like a hand management card game where you're like playing down cards into different rows and you're just trying to complete 3 rows before the other player. And I just love this so much. So already a win out of that little like random box that we got. I also, for my medium game, this will most likely just be gifted to someone or sold on Facebook Marketplace, but this is Exploding Minions. I have no intention of even opening this game. Like I said, I'm just going to gift it to someone because I don't think I've ever played Exploding Kittens, but I believe this is just like a re-skinning of Exploding Kittens in a Minions form. So that was the medium one. And then the large one. This is mainly the reason why I was like, okay, I'll do it. Because literally 2 days before, on Friday, when we were out with Devin and Jeff and Jamie actually mentioned this one as a great solo game. And I believe that she has it. I don't know if she's played it yet, but I think I saw it like in the background of one of their videos. But just knowing that this was one of the games that I got, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get it because this is actually a game that I'm very interested in. But that is Nemo's War, which is, I don't think it's a primarily solo only game, but apparently it is very, very good solo. So this is actually 1 to 5 players. And I'm excited to play it solo because I've heard a lot of good things. And I just like the theme of it. It's very like pirate-esque, sailor-esque. So yeah, excited for that one. That was the large game that came in the little mystery box. And then lastly, this was the actual mystery game for my bundle. And I'm actually very intrigued by this one. Literally, I've never heard of this game before. And this is kind of the cool thing about this booth was that a lot of the games that were coming out were games that I had never heard of before, aside from Blood Rage, obviously. But this one looks amazing. And I'm like, oh my goodness, it also has a solo mode. But the game that I got was Elder Quest. I love the look of this. It is from Rock Manor Games. Like I said, I've never heard of this game before. It looks like a very puzzly, fun game with cute critters. I don't know if you guys can see the box, but it plays 1 to 4 players. So it has a solo mode. It has this like 3D tree in the center here and you're placing down tiles. It just looks like a fun like tile laying puzzly game. So I am freaking stoked. Absolutely love that. And then it also came with a little Arctic Allies expansion. This is an expansion. A copy of the base game of Elder Quest is required to play. So I got a little expansion for it. So that's my random game there. It's not Blood Rage, but still very, very cool. All right, and the last thing that I got on Sunday, like I mentioned, we celebrated my birthday on Sunday night, and Devin, Alex, and Meg specifically came together to get me a gift. Partly like serious and then partly a joking gift. And oh my goodness, this made my entire trip. Oh my God. You have to go and watch the vlog because my reaction to this was so funny. So that was my reaction to this right here, which is the funniest thing. If you guys do not know, we have this inside joke here on the Board Game Garden. I have Catan right here, and there are so many people in my live streams and in the Board Game Garden community that are always joking for me to call Catan. If you ever are in one of my live streams and people are telling me to randomly call Catan, it is an inside joke. Basically, when I was doing a call of my board games, I wanted to slightly call Catan, and everybody was like, yes, please call Catan, and I never ended up calling Catan, so it is now a thing that everyone wants me to call Catan. And Alex, Meg, and Devin ended up getting me 3D Catan, so that now I can call this Catan. And the funny thing is that we actually can't really call this Catan, because when we play Catan, which I will say I genuinely really enjoy Catan, but when we play it, we actually play it with 6 players. Usually we play it with Francis's family, so we play it with Francis and I, his sister and her husband, as well as Francis's parents, so there's 6 of us, and 3D Catan only goes up to 4 players, and we have the 5 to 6 player expansion for Catan. So either we just keep the 5 to 6 player expansion and add it into this box, or we just have to keep both of them. So funny. This made my entire weekend. It was the funniest moment. Huge thank you, Alex, Meg, Devin. You guys are wonderful. I love you so much. And thank you guys for the gift. You are wonderful. And we genuinely are very, very excited to play 3D Catan. Y'all, it is sick. All right, so we are getting to the end of the haul. Apologies if this is a crazy long video, but I got a lot of stuff and I wanted to chat about it. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the video so far. But I did want to, speaking of gifts, I did get some gifts from my friends Aiden as well as Steph and Kat. So huge thank you to you guys. I do want to show you guys what they got me, which Kat actually gifted me with a few games, as well as she gifted me with a mug, which I absolutely love. I will feature a picture of it here or possibly put a video of it somewhere. But it is this gorgeous mug that has a bunch of like spiritual things on it, because she just knows that I love that sort of vibe, the like witchy spiritual vibes. Then she also got me a lip chap as well. So yes, huge thank you, Kat. And she also gifted me with Slough Off, which is a trick-taking game that I've been really wanting for a while. It is just very interesting the way that you play this one. You're actually like drafting different colors of chips at the beginning of the game, and those chips that you draft are the color of card that you win tricks with, that you are assuming you're going to win tricks with. So you have your hand of cards, and then you're going to be kind of like guessing how many tricks you're going to win and with what colors. So yeah, that one is very fun. And then she also gave me the expansion to Walk and Roll, which is called the Korean Wave. This is an expansion that I've been wanting for a very long time. I'm a huge fan of Korean food. I love tteokbokki. I love the, I think it's called army stew. Oh, so freaking good. If you've never tried army stew, it's like a Korean dish. You must try it. It has Spam in it. It has wieners, it has ramen, it has tofu. Oh my god, it is so good. It is spicy, but it's so good. Also, tteokbokki is like one of my, or tteokbokki? I forget, I think you can like pronounce it both ways, or like there's 2 different dishes, tteokbokki and tteokbokki. But anyways, freaking excited about this one. The pictures on the, which by the way, Walk and Roll is a roll and write with dry erase boards, but the art in this one, ooh, I'm so excited for it. It's just so pretty. Also from Aiden, he actually gifted me a few games, which one is Time Chase. This is another trick-taking game that I really was sad that I didn't pick up from our friend's local game store, so he ended up gifting me with that. And then also Brew, which I played Brew with him and Tyler a while ago and really enjoyed it. So I'm excited to now have it in the collection. Brew was actually a game that I didn't think I would enjoy because it has a lot of take that, but honestly it's not too bad. And I think just nowadays I'm getting used to take that and I'm getting a little bit stronger, you know, I can take it a little bit better. But yeah, I'm very excited to have Brew in the collection. Really enjoyed it the first time we played it. So yeah, I'm excited to play it again. I do think, is there a solo mode for Brew? No, it's 2 to 4 players, but I'm sure there is a fan-made solo mode. But anyways, the last game is from Steph, and this was a game that I've been wanting, and also one that Francis has been excited about, solely off of the theme of this one. I have played this one once before with my friend Daryl and a few other people at Daryl's house, but Darwin's Journey is one that I've been wanting to grab. The first time that I played it, I will say it was a little bit confusing with the rules, but I still really enjoyed it. We just, I think, played it slightly wrong with the worker placement spaces. So I'm excited to actually read the rule book, make sure I know how to play this exactly and get it to the table because, ooh, it was so good. I love the theme of it. I love the art of this. And I do think that this is going to be one that once I play it more, I will enjoy it very, very much. So thank you so much again, Steph and Aiden, for those gifts. And again, Alex, Meg, Devin, thank you guys so much for Catan. But anyways, that is everything for today's haul. If you are still here and watching this, thank you so much. You are an amazing, amazing person for sticking with me this entire way. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please give this video a big thumbs up. Also hit that subscribe button down below if you've yet to do so. We'd love to have you here in the garden. And comment down below any games that I hauled here that you are really excited to see on the channel. Please let me know because I would love to, take note of the games that you guys want to see here on the Board Game Garden. So yeah, I love you guys so, so much. Remember, you are somebody's reason to smile, and I will see you in the next board game video. Bye, friends. Oh my goodness, I totally forgot. I also got a Calico t-shirt. Oh, how did I forget about that Calico t-shirt? Again, that Calico t-shirt is in the laundry, but just know it is an amazing t-shirt. It is from a brand called Tabletop. I will link Tabletop down below. I do think that I want to purchase some more board game apparel from them because they have some cute t-shirts and I regret my decision not buying more from them. So yeah, they had a Cascadia t-shirt. They had a t-shirt that said Omni Gamer. They had a t-shirt that said Euro Gamer. Francis also got one of their t-shirts. It said, I forget what it said actually, but it was more of like a battle-y game t-shirt. It had like a bunch of different weapons on it. Maybe it was even more geared towards like RPG players, but it looked very cool. And yeah, anyways, just wanted to add that on here at the end.